If your course is not selling, I need you to hear this. It's not your content. It's not your niche. It's not you. I have served over 25,000 students. I have built a 24,000 member community. And here is a real talk moment. The course was never the right vehicle for you. Women over 50 were handed a model built for someone else's audience, someone with a massive list, a big ad budget, and years of brand equity. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what works, and it's simpler than anything you've been sold. Hey, Lady Warriors, I'm Michelle Spark, and in the past 7 years, I have helped over 25,000 students start and grow online businesses. Before that, I spent 25 years in military leadership, which means I know how to build systems that work under pressure, not just theory. I'm not here to impress you. I'm here because this conversation is overdue. Right now, there are women over 50 sitting on years of knowledge and real experience. They were told a course was the way to turn that expertise into income. They built it, they launched it, and then it was quiet. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly why that happened. And more importantly, you will know what to build instead. If you are building an online business and you want real talk instead of recycled guru advice, hit that subscribe button, and now let's get into it. So let me give you some context first. The online course market absolutely exploded in 2020. Everybody rushed in, myself included. Everybody launched something. It felt like you could put any piece of knowledge online and people would buy it. That was not a real market. That was a pandemic. People were stuck at home with time and money and nowhere to spend either. When things opened back up, that demand went with it. And this is just one part of the story. Here is the part that nobody talks about. The average completion rate on an online course has always been somewhere between 3 to 15%. Well, that's not new, all right? That has been true for years. People buy courses with great intentions, and then life happens. The course sits in their inbox completely unfinished. And now, AI can hand someone the information inside your course in about 30 seconds for free. So the model that was already fragile took 2 hits at once. Demand dried up and information became free overnight. So here's what I want you to understand. This is not a crisis, all right? It is a correction. The course creator who is still winning right now has a 700,000 subscriber YouTube channel, a team running paid ads, and years of brand recognition behind their name. That is not who the course creation advice was designed for when someone handed it to you. It was not designed for someone starting with deep expertise and no list. It was not designed for someone who can't afford to spend thousands of dollars a month on paid traffic. It is not designed for women over 50 who want a business that actually fits their life. That is not your failure. That is a mismatch. So here is what nobody told you when they sold you the course creation program. A course is a product. Products only sell when you already have people who trust you. The sequence they taught you was build the course, then find the buyers. The actual sequence is build the audience, build the trust, then sell the product. If you skip the first 2 steps and go straight to the product, well, you are creating something for an audience that does not even exist. And then you spend months wondering why it's not selling. That's the trap. Now I want to address something I hear from women all the time, and it is important. Some of you are thinking, well, Michelle, my content is not really solving a problem. It's more of a passion or a hobby or a skill that I love. So how does this apply to me? Well, here's what I know to be true. A challenge does not require you to fix a major life problem. It requires you to deliver a transformation, even a small one, okay? 5 days of learning a new skill is a transformation. 5 days of making real progress on something that you have been stuck on is a transformation. 5 days of moving from I have no idea where to start to I know exactly what to do next. That is a transformation. That is enough. That is more than enough. You have been waiting for permission to start with what you already have. This is your permission. Okay, so what do you build instead of a course? So I'm going to walk you through the model that I teach called the Monetized Community Challenge Method. Plain language, no jargon. Here's how it works. You build a free community, one platform. I use School, and it's super simple. You invite people in through your content, word of mouth, and a few consistent posts each week. You do not need paid ads. You grow it intentionally with the right people. Once a month, you run a 5-day challenge inside of that community. Each day you show up, you teach one thing. You engage with your members, you celebrate their wins, you are present in the room with them. That is the piece a course cannot replicate. You are live. You are there. And by day 3, your members are not just watching content, they are making real progress. They now trust you. They feel seen. On day 5, you make your offer. Not a complicated pitch, not a 2-hour sales webinar, a clear, warm invitation to go deeper with you inside of your paid program. Some people say yes. You welcome them in, you get paid, and next month you run the same challenge framework again, either with a new topic or a refined version of the last one. So here is the real talk moment. You do not need a large audience. You just need a system. A course asks someone to consume content alone. A challenge puts her inside of a community of people doing the same thing at the same time. A course has a 3 to 15% completion rate. A challenge completes in 5 days because you are in the room holding people accountable. Same knowledge, completely different vehicle, completely different result. So I want you to see this as not something I made up on a whiteboard, because I didn't. I have run this system and I have watched women who told me, I'm not ready, become community owners and challenge runners in a matter of weeks. Here's what Birdie said after going through her first challenge. Before completing this challenge, I was stuck. I wanted to create my own community, but I felt like I wasn't ready. After taking it, I'm not only ready to start my own community, but I am ready to hold my first challenge. She gave me the insight and created a system I can confidently use. Read that again. Before, stuck, not ready. After, ready to start, and ready to run her first challenge. That is not what a course does. A course delivers information. A challenge delivers transformation. That is not what a course does. A course delivers information. A challenge delivers transformation and confidence. Birdie did not just learn something. She became someone who was ready to lead. And here is what Sue Lee said. By the end, you have a clear picture of what it takes to run a community. And frankly, how much easier it is to make your marketing cycle, allowing you to get off the content creation hamster wheel. How many of you are exhausted right now? Like posting every day, recording content, sending emails, and watching that course page sit quiet? That is the hamster wheel. You are running hard and staying in the same place. The challenge system gets you off of it. One structured event per month. Real relationships built in 5 days. Consistent revenue from a repeating system. That is what we're building. So how do you actually do this? Well, let me give you the 4 phases, all right? Phase number 1, you're going to plan. You map out your community, your offer, your challenge topic. You decide who you are helping, what transformation you are delivering in the 5 days, and what your paid offer will be at the end. This is your foundation. Everything else is built on it. Then we go to prepare. You set up your community program. You write your challenge post before the challenge starts. You build your day 5 invitation. You do all of this in advance so that the challenge is live. You can be completely present for your people instead of scrambling behind the scenes. Then we move on to execute. You run your 5-day challenge. You show up every day. You engage. You celebrate your members publicly. You deliver real value. And on day 5, you make your offer with confidence. Okay? Now we move on to scale. You take what worked, you repeat it next month, and you build on it. Same framework, maybe a new topic, better every single round because you learned from the last one. All right? That is the whole system. Plan, prepare, execute, scale. By the end of your first challenge, you will have paying members. You will have proof that your expertise has real value in the market, and you will have a system that you can run again without starting from scratch. Perfection is not what we are going for here. Progress is. One challenge, one round, then another. That is how this builds. If you are ready to stop building products for an audience that does not exist yet and start building a free community with a repeatable monthly challenge that actually converts members into paying customers, this is exactly what I teach inside of Online Profit Mastery VIP tier. It is my ongoing membership community. You get the full 10-step system, weekly group coaching calls, a complete toolkit of templates and frameworks, and a community of women building exactly what we just walked through together. The founding member rate right now is $59 a month. That rate is locked in for life for the first 10 founding members. The link is in the description. I've only got 3 more seats available. So click that link. Give us a try. 1 month. Go through. You could be running your first challenge by the end of that 30 days. All right, so here is one thing I want you to walk away with today. The course is not the problem. The vehicle is. You have the knowledge. You have the life experience. You have something real to offer. What you need was the system to deliver it, and now you have it. If you want to see what this looks like in action before you commit to anything, come join my free community, Online Profit Mastery, on the school platform. The link is also in the description. Come on inside. See the challenge system running live. Meet the other women building this exact model. It is free, and we are waiting for you. And before you go, drop a comment below. Tell me this. What is the one piece of knowledge or expertise you have that you know other people need? We all have it. I want to know, and I read every single comment. And I will be back next week with more real talk for you. I'll see you on the inside. Bye for now. If you want to continue learning and growing together, watch this video that's coming up next, and I will see you over there.